Welcome to Belated Tech Gaming and our rebooted Death Stranding walkthrough and travelogue. This is the 12th part of our walkthrough, which we are releasing on this channel instead of the Belated Tech Musing's main channel. The original 12 parts previously released will still be available on the main channel until each are replaced in order on Belated Tech Gaming. In the last segment, Sam met the terrorist Higgs, who summoned a BT boss that had to be vanquished at Port Knot City. After defeating the boss, Sam took a Fragile Express ferry to Lake Knot City with Fragile herself. Let us rejoin Sam at the Lake Knot City Distro Center to pick up his first order in the central region. Thanks again for choosing to watch our content. Let's continue.
Alright, so last time we were here, we did a bunch of grinding, we built some roads. We'll show the roads, maybe in an inset, I'm not sure yet, if we're going to inset the road building. The terrain outside the distribution, or rather, I should say, the Lake Knot City Distribution Center is pretty rocky and unforgiving, and there's a mule encampment right out at the edge of the Lake Knot City borders, so having a road that goes around that is kind of convenient. So we did some grinding. We'll set those mule and battles in a side mission and release that on the channel, but for this point we're going to kind of skip over that just for the purpose of continuing the main line. Okay, the truck is still here. So we stole the truck from the mules. There are no trucks available whatsoever in the game yet because we haven't advanced far enough. So we took that one. It'll make things a little easier. So let's take one of the orders here. Oh, we already have one in process. We're supposed to go to the engineer. Okay. So it's probably in the private locker. So let's go fish it out. Yeah, here it is. And we'll take a PCC too, just in case. Alright, great. So anyway, we stole this truck. The trucks are kind of limited. They're very limited cargo-wise. They're limited range-wise. They have all kinds of limitations. They break down easy in timefall. So yeah. But so it's a good chance we'll abandon this somewhere. For now we have it. While you're in a UCA facility, the charge of the truck does not get reduced by any amount. Hang on a second. Anyway, I guess I should bring the HUD back up again. So we are going from this point, Lake Knot City, which is on the edge of this void out. You cannot see Port Knot City if you go to the east. It's kind of off screen. Anyway, we need to travel to, let me take that off. Eliminate all markers. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay. The yellow are roads that have been built. So we built this road here. We're going here. And so therell be some cross terrain, but no real big deal. The real issue here is, right here is a mule area. Which we took out, and then there's a mule over here which we took out. They do respawn. In other words, they wake up and they repopulate the mule area. So having a road here, particularly this area right here in the terrain, is rocky and unforgiving, and there's a void out, very small void out crater right here on the old road. Anyway, there's some rivers and whatever have you, and when you take a vehicle across rivers, it drains power. So anyway, so we built a road just to get around all that. And it does having roads also has another advantage, which we'll discuss when we deliver this particular order. So let's get on our way. So right here, right to the left is something called a paver.
Stretch my legs.
There's some metals here that got spawned, so we're going to take that. Don't lift gift horses the mouse. To create roads, you need a lot of metals and you need a lot of ceramics. So it's always good to pick up either one of those if you can. Later, when we have a truck, when the truck's finally available to the character, we can use it to carry around stuff instead of one of these mule trucks, which are, as I said, of limited usefulness. Alright, so we're on our way. So in any case, so you can see right here, we'll go slow here. So to the right, you can see here the old road, the pre-Death Stranding road is destroyed in a small crater. It's not clear how that created. As you go through the game, you'll be able to see different places where cars and trucks from whatever have you fallen into these craters. And timefall has not degraded them in any way, or at least they're a little rusty, but they haven't dissolved to nothing, which is what you would normally expect. But I guess for the purposes of rendering and kind of making the background interesting, they've kept him here. So anyway, you'll see places where the roads were destroyed during Death Stranding, and as a result, there are lines of cars that are still abandoned there, and as well as BTs. There was a section like that in the Eastern region. Yeah, so Sam's telling us to get going here. So anyway, so the road here goes airborne over the mule area and avoids any, as you can see, there's still some mules on the ground. So I reset the game on the console and I did an update, but it still kept the effects of the last bit of combat. Alright. So you can see here off in the distance, you can see that communications pole. That's the engineer. That's where we need to go. So we're going to cross over here. The truck drains very quickly off the power grid. Very quickly when you cross water. It's kind of a belief show, to be honest. But it's better than walking. As I said before, if we have to, we'll abandon the truck, you know, and hoof it if necessary. Get my bearings here. Oh, I'm going in the wrong direction. I drove right past it. Anyway, here's the engineering facility. A lot of stones rendered in this area. I'm just trying to avoid them. The truck can get hung up on the larger stones.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Fragile Express ID verified. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
The animation doesn't show Sam when he exits the truck with anything on him, but it's there. So you can see it reanimates. When the animation resumes, he has the cargo in his back that he went on when he went into the truck. And normally, to get to the shelter, we would have had to go over that territory and then evade all the mules, which we've done off camera. So, or I should say on camera, just not in this episode. For the purposes of this particular mission, though, it's fine. Nothing really significant happens during those sojourns anyway. The key takeaway is that you do need to visit these preppers. The preppers need to have their confidences gained, and then the prepper will then expand the chiral network and allow you to connect to some more of the way stations and distribution centers for the UCA. Okay, so let's activate the terminal.
Delivering cargo.
Thanks. Sam Bridges, I presume? I've heard of you. The man trekking across the country trying to reconnect folks. I appreciate you bringing me this. I do. Times have been tough without Fragile Express to handle deliveries. So let me just check the cargo. Huh. Wow. You took really good care of this. I'll let Bridges know how the V&V testing goes. Thanks again.
So, as this thing kind of rolls forward. So one of the things about building roads is it generates a lot of likes in the area of connection. It doesn't buff a lot of the abilities, but it does raise the overall level of Sam, which does give you some minor buffs. You'll see in a second here. So we should get an S for this mission. Yeah, because it was pretty straightforward. Obviously, we got in the truck and drove here. Level 2 connection means that he'll connect with the UCA, so we'll get a great animation coming up. So you can see the bridge link. It's 71. Again, because of the road building. Also, with the roads active, you end up getting a lot of likes for the roads. So it is beneficial to do. I highly recommend that you do road build in this particular part of the game, in the central region. There's really no road building in the western region. That's farther down low. We can cover it there. But the central region is pretty large. It's got a very large game map, and it has some advantages. So it's definitely worth the time of doing. You don't have to build anything, to be honest. You can still complete the game just fine.
I need you to understand something. It's about Fragile. You might have heard she helped terrorists, that she didn't care who got hurt. But I'm telling you, that's gotta be bullshit. Her and her people put their lives on the line to get us what we needed. She's a hero through and through. Look, I was born in this shelter. The only world I've ever known is within these walls. So when people talk about America, I can't even begin to imagine it. But if that Cupid connects me to everyone else, I won't have to. So yeah, I want to join the UCA. I want to see what I've been missing.
Yeah, so when he connects the Cupid, he gets those chiral tears. Okay. All right, the power skeleton is a must-have, so definitely get one. We'll definitely get one when we can. Smoke grenades are good for the mules. Yeah. So you can see all the terrain map features will pop up. We might even get a useful bridge or two, so hopefully we do.
And with that, my standalone 3D printer is capable of chiral printing. Assuming it works, the Evo Devo unit should enable me to replicate all kinds of archived objects. We can rebuild America one piece at a time. In the meantime, I can use the network to see what's going on in the cities, track mule and terrorist activity. It's like you brought me the whole wide world in that package. Thank you, Sam. Let's do business again. Oh yeah. I've got a little something I'd like you to put through its paces. An assist unit I developed myself. Works perfectly in sim trials, but I need someone to test it out on solid ground. And if it makes your job a little easier, all the better.
Okay, so again, the power skeleton helps. What it does is this particular power skeleton helps Sam carry more weight without falling over or slowing down, and it's definitely a must. The reason why the engineer can't test it himself is that he doesn't have dooms, and so if you don't have dooms and you exit the shelter, you are vulnerable to BTs. In addition, you have to have all the equipment to resist timefall. And I assume everybody can get these outfits that all the porters are wearing, but only the porters seem to have them. So it's not really clear. It's not really clear how rare they are, or how hard they are to get, or how rare the materials are, or difficult to assemble into these suits. Anyway, you never see preppers outside the shelter. You do see some distro people with porter uniforms on, so it's clear they go outside. And then you get email from some distribution center NPCs who said they've been outside the walls walking around, so it does happen.
Sam, Active skeletons attach to your legs and augment your physical capabilities. The one you've got there is a load-bearing AS, designed to reinforce your joints. Just wearing an AS will provide additional support, but you can also boost it to maximize its potential. Go ahead and take it for a spin. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, so the power suits do take power, and they will run out of juice. And when you run out of juice and you're carrying a large load, that's not good. So it definitely happens. Okay, so we're just going to equip it. So that's definitely a must.
Thank you kindly. Come around again soon.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
So we'll see what orders. Yeah, there's only standard orders available. Now we do have to go back to like Knot City to pick up the next order, so we might as well just get it. So select less than 50% damage. Custom-made tools, yeah. Okay. So we'll accept the order. It's 16 kilograms, which we should be able to carry easily. We've already gotten the power skeleton, so we don't need to make another. The smoke grenades I haven't used. I'm sure the combat-oriented players really make good use of this. Yeah, it's not very heavy. Yeah, okay.
Order assigned.
It is worth looking just for giggles here to see what's in the share locker. Okay. Lake Knot City, Lake Knot City, Lake Knot City. If you take these and you return to Lake Knot City, you do get legs for it. We probably won't engage in a lot of that. Look, there's even a power skeleton here, so PCC, yeah. So, some relatively useful stuff, but... and we could claim materials. What do they have in materials here? Resins. Okay, metals. Oh, so he's got 960 metals. Yeah, that's pretty significant. Yeah, 900. Let's get 4 of those, and he's got ceramics, which are hard to come by. So let's get 2 of those. And we'll just load them on the truck. Yeah. Oh, I have to carry it on my back? Oh, I can't load it on the truck? Oh, because I parked the truck too far away from the entrance. Yeah, that wasn't very smart. Okay. I did let me carry it all. That's interesting. Yeah, so you can see the influence here of the power skeleton makes carrying that kind of weight possible.
All right, that's 1 prepper way station. 2 to go.
Yeah, so there's 3 preppers you have to do stuff with. So we're just going to drop off all this stuff which you don't need. Load onto the vehicle. One thing we will do.
See you again soon.
Is what's this over here? Oh, metals, nice. So we'll just get that.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
This is over here. It's interesting. You can't get too far away from your cargo on the truck. It will then kick it out of the game. So be careful. Metals over there, 100. Oh, it's way over there. Okay, so we're not going to go there. Anyway.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID.
So you cannot build anything within grounds, but you can, however.
Till departure. Cargo weapons restrictions lifted.
So let's... Yeah. Nope. Yes. Nope. Yes. Whoop. So I'll recharge up the truck.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
There's some cargo out the
All
distance
weapons
there.
will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified.
Let's drop the metals off in the truck. Yeah.
Thank you.
And, yeah. Let's just deliver this to the engineer since we're here. Deliver it, the lost cargo.
Delivering cargo.
Oh, hey. Good to see you. You've done more for us than we had any right to ask. Don't think we don't know that.
Yeah. Doesn't enjoy a lot of likes, but it can be useful. Yeah, you can see you get a little bit from it. And, yeah, miscellaneous. I forget what the buffs are in the miscellaneous category.
Thanks. Until next time.
It didn't take us right out of our way, so it was worthwhile. Okay. So let's get in.
See you again soon.
So we're just returning to Lake Knot City. First we're going to charge up the moving van here, which is kind of handy. And then, as you can see over there, see the road goes over the river too, and that river is deep and swift, so that's very convenient. But it ends right over there. Probably let's drop these supplies off at the next paver. So let's go over and do that real fast. What's this over here?
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Lost cargo, yeah. Okay. By the way, so you can see here, this path gets, if you go over the same area of the landscape over and over again, it will create roads for you, which is kind of interesting. Now, as I was mentioning, the mule trucks break down very quickly in Timefall. What's this over here? Metals. Let's get it.
Stretch my legs.
Metals are easier to come by than ceramics, which definitely you'll see me jump out every time to get that. But early on in the game, I'm always going to chase the metals. Like I said, metals and ceramics are hard to come by. The other materials seem to be pretty easy to come by. I think it's resins is one, chemicals is the other. Whoops. Like I said, there's a limit to the truck, which you don't really know because it doesn't have a little weight indicator. When you get the real trucks from UCA, then it'll give you weight indicators and it'll be much more convenient to use. Anyway, oh, what's up there? Oh, did someone else build? Oh, nice. I think someone else built. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, so here's more metal here. Let's pick that up. And so we build that road cuts off up there.
Okay.
I ran right past some crystals. Let's go get it. It rains very frequently in this area, so it's constantly generating new crystals, which spawn anyway in the case. So, like I said, because this crater up here, which you see up dead ahead, is Middle Knot City, or what's left of it. So the rainfall here is fairly frequent. BTs means, wreck cities means BTs, BTs mean timefall. If you approach Middle Knot City, it's always raining. It could be like clear blue skies, beautiful weather, you get close enough to Middle Knot City, it rains.
Right on.
Okay. These little signs are kind of handy. And they don't give you distance, though, which is kind of an oddity. I always thought they really should change that. See, it starts to rain almost immediately. Alright, so you can see up here, there's some wrecked cargo on the road. That it's cut off, so you have to just go off-roading. So we'll see if we can make some progress to the next favor. If we can't, we'll just backtrack. The more cargo you have in the truck, by the way, the more juice you lose. Now, someone left this very convenient charger, which we'll use, which we just did. Oop. Yeah. So the truck will start degrading in this rain, which sucks, but it is what it is. Because of that, I won't stop for anything. I'm going straight to the paver. Oh. That's the paver over there, I think. I have to get to. It's probably not the route I was supposed to go on. Okay. Oh, so maybe I wasn't supposed to cross the river here. Alright, so we'll have to go. Whoa, whoa, whoa! That's kind of good. Okay, you can see you can jump there, which is good, because I almost got stuck. So some kind soul put a charger right there, which is great. So we'll use that definitely. Alright, build roads. So what do we got here? Right, Sakala crystals. We definitely need to dump some off on that. Do we even have enough? Nope. Don't have enough metals. Certainly don't have enough ceramics. So we'll add all that material. Haven't been able to pick up a lot of Kyle crystals, so we're definitely probably going to run out at some point. Oh, stop raining. So, the truck will lose power less with it being unloaded. So that's kind of nice. Oop. Yeah, there's no way to get on that road. You have to. And there's a lake up there, I think. Yeah, so you can't drive around it. Can you? Let's see. I can't get in far enough to see if you can get around the lake or not. It looks pretty rough, so I won't even attempt it. So we got to cross back over again. I think there's a space up here. It's convenient. No, there is. Okay. Yeah, water's bad for these trucks or any of the vehicles in Death Stranding, so definitely avoid it if possible. It's not raining now. I could actually stop and get these crystals, but he says. See, as soon as you get close to the metal knot, it starts raining. So,
Still got it.
Point worth taking. Okay. So you can see, without ridges and whatever have you, this terrain is really awful to get around on. And like I said, of course, the rain degrades all the equipment, including the truck. So we're just headed straight for the charger without a dilly-dallying. So you see the truck's getting rustier and rustier. That's it degrading in timefall. At some point it'll just stop operating. In which case I have to hoof it. Which is fine. So regarding vehicles, the mule encampment up straight ahead does not have it. The mule encampment that is a couple miles behind us and to the right, they have two vehicles. Stealing them is hard because you have to defeat basically everybody in the mule encampment to take the vehicle away, because they bull rush you. A good portion of the camp rides in the vehicle, and then they jump off the vehicle and they chase you, like a dozen at a time. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. I have to. Okay, there we go. So we need some medical ceramics to continue the road, which continue the road would be a good thing there because of all the, as you can see, the terrain obstacles.
Beginning scan. Keep on keeping bridges ID. Verify welcome to Lake Knot City. Proceed to distribution center.
The distro centers cannot refurbish mule trucks. Once the trucks fall apart, that's it. That's the end of it. So you can see here in the on the elevator platform, it won't take it. That's why it's flashing red.
Hey, how's it going? The legend does it again. Everything looks to be in perfect condition. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah, so this is a standard order. It will benefit you to some limited extent, but not a lot. Okay.
Until the next delivery, then. Stay safe.
Good work. New order available.
Okay, that's it.
Please access delivery terminal.
Next mission
for
we'll
further
take on is
information.
probably for the craftsman. So they'll be next. And that mission's interesting because, well, you'll just have to see in the next episode.